This is dedicated to Corrine Davis, born June 14th, 1929, died February the 1st, not February the 2nd, 2011. Gone but never forgotten. Never mess with a black man's family, never mess with his mothers, never mess with his kids. In Baltimore, you mess with my mother and you mess with my kids. And y'all gotta pay for that. I'm talking about $250 million in intellectual property theft for making a documentary about Baltimore. And I used the toilet to do it. It's a time to pee. Did you use the toilet today? You're gonna think about me tomorrow. Mama always said, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Things that mama said. That's Starbucks and Shorty and Governor Hogan. And like I said, it's a time to pee. That's Brent Jones from the Baltimore Sun, Armstrong Williams. And that's Chuck D and Shorty at the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. That's ABC 2 News. And this is art and activism. That's Washington, D.C. in the toilet. And I had my son carry that toilet in Washington, D.C. Jesus had a cross, Martin had a dream, Malcolm got a gun, Shorty got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. This is the shit you got to deal with. On February the 7th, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. Y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. And President Trump got all that information last time around. The Secret Service came and got that information. That's 2015, arts and promotion. Baltimore, New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago. Everywhere that President Trump want to put the National Guard, man, class action lawsuit. And Mayor Brandon Scott got that. I'm the 2021 Weaver Award winner. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. And I did it all on film. That's Shorty, that's Senator Antonio Hayes, and that's my prison ID number, N62528. I'm a political prisoner living in America. And here go my paperwork. You feel me? Here go my paperwork. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did. That's Atlas Restaurant. You feel me? And we talking about the Legacy Museum. That's my prison ID. My jailhouse diary. And that's President Trump. That's President Trump. That's President Trump. And that was his first time around. I turned in Scott Schellenberger and the Democratic Party for the corruption that you got going on. I'm not the cat in the hat. I'm the cat that potty training politicians. That's what it is. That's what that toilet is. Potty training politicians. And these other politicians I was talking about. That's Miss Stephanie Rawlings Blake. That's Eric Holder from the Department of Justice. Everybody knows Shorty, pull your mask up? Well, we getting ready to unmask Baltimore. Everything Brandon Scott got, you got to turn over. Those are criminal charges against Scott Schellenberger. And President Trump got them. Activism ain't terrorism. I'm going to terrorize you with the truth. And I'm going to use this American flag to do it. That's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court, Clarence Thomas. All right? And we talking about Public Accommodations Act, 1964. You ain't tough on crime, you tough on us. All right? And that's Marilyn Mosby. That's Marilyn Mosby. And you can go to Alpha Justice and get everything I got. You feel me? Go to Alpha Justice and get everything I got. Go to Corey McCrae. Go to Kaylin Young. Go to Jackie Addison. Go to Stephanie Smith. Taxation without representation is a denial of my constitutional right. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Are you gonna defend me or not? That's my son Philip when Shrek first came out. That's President Trump. That's Anthony McCarthy. That's President Trump. And that's Governor Larry Hogan, Kiefer Mitchell, Al Retmer. You feel me? We're gonna have a roll call. Dr. Bundy. Dr. Bundy is right there. All right? Dr. Bundy got this. He got this. See when he got this? In 2019. That's the Baltimore brew in the toilet that you said I didn't call that a bomb. That was a school to prison pipeline. But this toilet right here, commode motion, that toilet right there was about the murder and the death of our kids and our family in black America. And Scott Schellenberger had that. Art and activism, books over bars, education instead of incarceration. So President Trump, That's President Trump. And that's Epstein. This goes bigger than Epstein. It's all about Trump, and he can't hide from it. All the paperwork he got, you got to pull up. Because y'all voted for this shit. And this is the shit you gonna get. That's the Constitution. And that's my political soapbox. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and I'm getting ready to cook y'all up. It's Head State's Attorney, Marilyn Mosby, 2016. President Trump, 2000 what? 19. See the big picture here? Shorty's traveling art show. I want Scott Schellenberger to be criminally charged. I'm not Emmett Till. I'm Shorty. And everything I got is right here. You took everything I had. You made me homeless. I'm out $250 million. And President Trump got that. Starbucks and Shorty. We got a hell of a story. See the backdrop wherever I go. It's called parking lot pimping. Can you hear me now? Mike! Check! We went from enslavement to mass incarceration. We went from enslavement to mass incarceration. And I got the book right here. Only thing stopping me from my freedom is you.